Afghan forces firing shots in the capital of Badghis province after the Taliban stormed the city, their most brazen assault since the United States stepped up its troop withdrawal. Thousands of American troops and contractors left Bagram airfield last week, effectively ending U.S. military operations that began in 2001. On Thursday, President Joe Biden delivered his justification.
After 20 years, $1 trillion spent training and equipping hundreds of thousands of Afghan national security and defense forces. 2,448 Americans killed, 20,722 more wounded, and untold thousands coming home with unseen trauma to their mental health. I will not send another generation of Americans to war in Afghanistan with no reasonable expectation of achieving a different outcome.
U.S. officials said the withdrawal will be completed by the end of August. Biden ordered it in April, concluding the U.S. has succeeded in degrading the threat of Al-Qaeda, the group that attacked the U.S. on September 11, 2001. But with increasing Taliban attacks on key cities, many are concerned about the possibility of the Afghan government collapsing.
I don't think the Afghan military is as bad as some people paint them to be, but at the same time, I'm not sure they have the power to keep the Taliban from creating an all-out civil war, which would be just an absolute tragedy for Afghanistan.
Biden said the U.S. will continue to support the Afghan military, provide humanitarian assistance, and help protect women's rights. But he insisted that Afghan leadership must come together.
We did not go to Afghanistan to nation build. And it's the right and the responsibility of the Afghan people alone to decide their future and how they want to run their country.
Around 600 American troops will remain to guard the airport and U.S. embassy in Kabul. Analysts say there are other steps the U.S. can take to keep the Afghan government from collapsing.
If we can find a way to get the Western contractors either back in Afghanistan in a safe part of the country or close by to keep the Afghan Air Force operational, if we keep the money flowing to support the Afghan military, and if we consider perhaps even using a limited amount of American air power against any big Taliban onslaught against cities, there is a chance that we can help the Afghan government hold on to large chunks of the country.
Meanwhile, thousands of Afghans are trying to flee the country, crowding the passport office in Kabul and hoping to secure exit visas before the U.S. withdrawal. Efforts are underway to relocate tens of thousands of Afghan interpreters and others who helped American forces. The administration said it has identified U.S. facilities outside of the continental United States and third countries where they will be housed temporarily while their special immigrant visas are processed. Patsy Widakuswara, VOA News, Washington.